A very thought-provoking, wonderful evening to all the stalwarts who have gathered today to disseminate deep down the different facets of sustainable development across nooks and corners of the nation. Let us revisit to our basic physics and chemistry, where it says, when we have gathered together for a very good cause of sustainable development, when there is a match of frequency, we say resonance occurs. So when we say the resonance occurs, means there is a match of the ideas. When there is a matching of ideas, obviously it has to go deep down across length and breadth of the nation. So with this, because see, many things have been already talked about, the different nonsense of sustainable development, green revolutions, climate resilience. So I'll not be repeating all those things, but nevertheless, I'll touch some few points, and let me say very proudly that ONGC has given a target of meeting net zero by 2038, and wherein the scope 1 and scope 2 emissions will be taken care of. See, being a man from environment, I have a lot of passion about so many things, about green initiative and environment things. See, this is the idea which, my thought process evolves around this. The green revolution is not just about sustainable practices. It is about redefining our relationship with the planet. So you will understand this. If we have to meet our demand, if our all resources demand by 2050, that means you know how much of earth will be required? It will be 1.6 times of the today's scenario. That earth will be requiring. So you can very well imagine this scenario and the way we are treating our planet very irresponsibly. See, these are some of the emissions, because you can see that the countries like USA, which is the most developed, they are contributing enormously to the carbon GHG emissions. As far as India is concerned, we are almost lagging far behind per capita emissions. But then, and just to have a comparison, you can see around 17% of the population, of the world population, resides in our nation. And we contribute the GHG emission, sorry, by mistake it is 2%. The contribution of India towards the GHG emission is to the tune of 4%. See, these are some of the diverse impacts of the climate change which has already been talked. But then say, because the topic was given to me about the green revolution, as you must be all aware, that the green revolution started in 1960 with the main focus on increasing the productivity of the millets. The millets mainly comprising of wheat, rice, and maize. But then the after effects, the green revolutions have definitely enhanced the productivity of the crops, but at the same time, it has led to the many environmental issues also, like the fertility level of the soil has reduced enormously, then depletion of water resources, then so many of climate after effects. So these are some of the things, and obviously see, because there have been a lot of talk about the triple bottom line. There's the people, profit, and planet. See, they all see environment being the main set, and the other two, profit and the economy. People and this being the subset of the larger set. So these all economic impact, social health consequences are enormous. This is regarding green vision in sustainable future. The good point about our nation is that 25% of the India's area is covered with the forest and green cover, and around 17% is arable land. That means this 17% can be very well used for crop production through the use of adoption of suitable technology. So, in this particularly, you can see that in this particular field, a lot of startups have come up with good investments. India has got a good investment in startup. For instance, in 2021, around $38.5 billion was raised, and which has also resulted in the increasing interest in the sustainable technologies. So this is again, India's climate tech sectors, where we are targeting of 500 gigawatt of non-fossil fuels by 2030. See, the target is very ambitious. As far as India is concerned, the target is very ambitious, and all-out concerted efforts are being made at the PSUs, private sectors, and plus the government policy framework. So I am sure that India will be able to meet the target of 500 gigawatt by 2030. And definitely the supportive policy that government is giving from time to time with the regulatory frameworks, that is also supporting. Now, agriculture, as you all are aware, that the agriculture being the backbone of our nation, so we need to adopt sustainable agricultural practices, which involves the most important thing is the precision farming. Precision farming is basically using of data and LOI, that is this technology involving this sensors, and then making different kind of approaches for enhancing the productivity, and at the same time having a bare minimum of impact on the environment. That is the main focus. Now, these are the things which I think earlier speakers have also talked about, this green mobility, what is the transport scenario, how the things are moving fast in our country. So, see the electrifying this passenger transports, and then climate investments has also reached to the tune of almost $1.44 billion. So these are some of the remarkable things that are going on. Now, if you see the investment trend, with regard to the climate tech, you see around 22.5 billion investments. I mean, climate tech has been undertaken in 2022. But then again, this poses a number of challenges like high R&D cost, intensive hardware needs, long development cycle, and the most important thing, because these kind of projects, climate tech projects, is basically it needs long investment policy, long investment terms. So the rate of return in a short term is almost negligible. See, these are the sometimes driving forces which require, it's basically a multi-pronged approach where you have to drive sustainable development, protection of ecosystem. These all have to go hand in hand, enhance public awareness, strengthen global partnership, mitigate climate crisis, foster innovation. Just an idea that had come up in my mind. See, if we seed resilience, we are definitely going to reap the benefits. So I'll not come in between. I think award ceremony is going to be commenced shortly. So without taking much time, I again thank the organizer, GEEF, Global Energy and Environment Foundation, for giving me opportunity to speak. Though it was last, I thought I'll sum up in 5 minutes. So I made all out efforts to to make sure that I complete it in time. Thank you so much.